This week on Most Craved.
Fall movie preview.
Warlords of Draenor, Halo, Hyrule Warriors.
Jenna.
Video game previews.
I have a Pegasus. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Most Craved. I'm William Bibbiani with CraveOnline.
I'm Whitney Seibold, also with CraveOnline.
I'm Jenna Busch with Legion of Leia.
And we're going to talk about your fall entertainment options on this week's episode of Most Craved. Got a lot of great movies and video games and some TV coming up. Whitney, fall is when the Oscar season starts coming together. Is there anything you're really looking forward to?
It kind of starts half in earnest. The Christmas season is Oscar season.
Yeah.
Okay.
But David Fincher has a new movie coming out in October. It's called Gone Girl, based on the famous book by Gillian Flynn. And he's best when he deals with crime, and this looks awesome.
That's what we said the last time he did a big book adaptation with The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and even though it won an Oscar, I thought it kind of sucked.
That one
was not
one of his stronger ones.
Yeah, I didn't love it, but I'm actually excited for this one. I know a lot about it, though I haven't read the book, but everything I've seen so far, I've really been interested in.
Yeah.
Well, it seems to resemble Zodiac, which is, I think, his best movie.
Yeah, I would agree.
And this is similar material, and I don't mind that he's revisiting similar material because he did so well last time. So go for it. Yeah.
Jenna, are there any Oscar baity movies you're looking forward to this fall?
I don't know about Oscar baiting. I know I want to see Hunger Games. That's not Oscar baiting.
No,
I
it's
just
really
want to
not.
see it. I just want to see it.
Do you not know what happens? Did you not read the books?
I've read the books like 6 times.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. I just want to see it on the screen.
All right, now they're cutting this one in half, though. So, like, is this going to be like the Deathly Hallows, where like there's a lot of really depressing camping out in the woods for like 2 hours, and then all the good stuff will be in the next movie?
Well, I don't want to give anything away.
Is there is there an organic like cutoff point in the third book?
It makes sense to me. I don't know that there's necessarily an organic cutoff point, but it is very, very possible to split this one. I think they had to do it with Harry Potter. I think it makes total sense to do it with this one. There's a lot of material, and I think smushing it into one movie, they're going to leave too much out.
All right.
It always makes a lot of sense, though, but they're clearly just milking us. You know,
Well,
3-book
sure.
series, 4 movies.
But it means I get to
7-book
see
series,
another
8
movie.
Yeah.
Right, but are we
Well,
really...
but the last one is just one gigantic movie. Why not just release one gigantic movie?
It would be too long. You'd need a pee break.
Well, put in an
Put in
intermission.
intermission. What's wrong? You sell more
release a
concessions.
4-hour film. That's
I'd be
fine.
totally fine with that. But I think to do turnover in the theaters, you probably...
Well, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know. Like we're talking about like, oh, wouldn't it be great that there's going to be more and more Hunger Games? And yet, I think we're all bemoaning the fact that there's going to be this much more Hobbit.
Yes,
I think
we are.
we all wanted the Hobbit, and then we saw it, and it was like, this is the Star Wars prequels of the J.R.R. Tolkien.
That's a perfect way to put it. And the thing is,
They're just
I
really
love
padded.
I love the book so much.
Me too.
Books this big.
Yeah,
This big.
everybody read that when they were 12, and I'd love to see a live action
7.
Hobbit movie. I love the cartoon movie.
Yeah.
That's
From the 70s. That's a great
It's like
movie.
90 minutes long,
Yeah.
and everything from the book is in it.
And I would love to see a live action version, maybe even done by Peter Jackson. That is also 90 to 110 minutes.
What would be interesting to me is some fan, once all 3 of them are out, is going to cut what should have been the nice short movie.
Oh,
out of it.
someone
there you go.
get
There's going to
on
be a
that.
master cut. Some
Yeah.
enterprising young film student is going to do it. That's
Oh,
the
my
movie
stars.
that we need from this.
Please,
thing.
enterprising young film student, do this for us.
Make it happen. There is an Oscar bait movie I really want to make sure people know about because I saw this at Sundance in January and it's still the best movie I've seen all year. Whiplash, starring Miles
Heard
Teller
about this.
and J.K. Simmons.
And it's like young, violent people.
No, has nothing to do with what? No.
Okay.
No,
What am
Miles
I
Teller
thinking
plays
about?
a jazz drummer. And
Oh, that
J.K.
one.
Simmons
Yeah, never
is his
mind.
like dictatorial. He's like a cross between Arlie Ermey in Full Metal Jacket and like Salieri in Amadeus.
One of
But
my
like
favorite
J.K.
movies of all time.
Yeah, J.K. Simmons is I swear it's going to be a crime if he doesn't get an Oscar nomination for it. It really wowed me, and I want to say the other movie I think I'm really looking forward to is Atlas Shrugged Part 3, Who is John Galt? The conclusion
I think it's just called Who is John Galt? They're not even calling it Atlas Shrugged anymore.
They don't want to discourage people because this movie, regardless of however important the book may be, the movies are so badly made.
They're incompetent and
They hurt me.
preachy and,
They
and
hurt me.
in a weird way wonderful to watch.
Has nothing to do with the message. They're just badly acted and written and shot, and it's just amazing. And they've changed the cast every time. We have a new
been new
cast this
characters
time.
each
You know,
time.
there's
Yeah.
something
Oh
to be
my
said
God.
for hate watching.
Yeah, absolutely. Jenna, tell us about some of the video games we got coming up.
Okay, well, Destiny is the huge one. This has been they've been working on this for 10 years. It's going to be the biggest launch, I think, of all time. I'm really, really excited for it. I may not leave my house again.
I'm trying to remember other games that we waited like 10 years for, and all I can think of is like Duke Nukem 3D.
This may be slightly different from that game.
I really hope it is.
I do too. No, with this, I mean, the previews for this have been amazing.
This is an original game. It's not a franchise.
Right,
or
right.
anything.
And I got a chance to check out the beta, which was so cool. Sorry, I'm a little obsessed with the games. Hyrule Warriors, I'm really excited about. You actually get to play as Zelda. So obviously, this is a fighting game set in the world of The Legend of Zelda, which is one of my favorite games of all time.
Now, how are they justifying that? Are they like, okay, everyone, we're going to take a break from fighting canon. We're just going to have a nice little fighting tournament, and whoever wins gets to throw a chicken.
Sure. Oh, you have to be able to throw a chicken.
The prize.
That's got to be a great one.
That would be the prize.
Interactive environments, throw the chicken.
You hit the right combination of buttons. It's like the chicken attack.
Yeah, I know.
That's the secret one.
Poor chickens. I was turned into a chicken last night in World of Warcraft, which brings me to Warlords of Draenor, which is the next expansion for World of Warcraft, and I am really excited. So if you hear me muttering about orcs starting in November, that is why.
It's just going to be Jenna Busch just wandering around the streets going, orcs.
Orcs. Like, well, that's not actually different than now.
Yeah.
I'm going to find you in 2-week-old clothing on a bus bench.
Possibly.
muttering about orcs.
And then there are tons of remakes, like the release of the Halo, the Master Chief Collection, which everything is redone, because there were a lot of really great games that came out at the end of the last generation of consoles. So they're remastering them for the new ones, which is pretty cool.
That is really cool. Unfortunately, like some of them, like they're remastering like Grim Fandango, which I was really excited about, but you have to have like a PS4 to play it. And I'm like, it's an old game.
Why don't you have PS4?
Why do I need to upgrade to a PS4? My PS3 works fine.
Remastered. It's that shiny. That your piddling little machine just can't handle it.
Oh, and it makes me piddle every time I use
Aww.
it. Every single time. Every single time. Am I forgetting anything?
TV.
TV. What are you looking forward to in TV, Jenna?
Well, I had fallen off with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And I got back on board. I watched it. I am actually looking forward to season 2.
Got a lot better after Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
It really did.
Yeah,
it really did.
Excited about
so
it.
I'm looking forward to that.
Captain America: The Winter Soldier was the big dramatic thing that happened in that movie only affected the TV show.
Kind of, because we haven't gotten to the other movies
Right,
yet. So that's where we got to see the aftermath. And I really, really, really hope Arrow continues its string of being completely amazing.
I mean, between that and Flash, I'm really excited.
I'm bummed they're not on the same night, though.
I am too, actually. I'd like to watch them back to back.
Yeah.
I know there will be a number of crossovers.
Exactly.
There's at least 2 episodes that I know. I could be wrong. There could be more, but I know of 2.
All right.
But yeah, I'm excited for that too.
That's it for Most Craved. Hey, everybody. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week with more stuff to talk about in an entertainment capacity.